So here we are. We're on this quest to set out in business to achieve some ultimate objectives. And we're going to go and make it all happen. And what we do is we commit to a commercial lease, we commit to having some team members, we get a brand, we get a website, we do the marketing, we make it all happen. But yet I walk inside of organizations and I see a massive issue around one very simple thing, and it's what we got to call alignment. It reminds me of this time where I was called in to go and see a business, and I was working with the principal, and he said to me, look, what I want you to do is I want you to go in the room over there and I want you to talk to all of them. And I said, who is all of them? He goes, it's my property management team. I said, and what's the problem? He goes, well, we've never ever been able to grow past 800 property managements. For the last 10 years, we've always been at 800. Can you go and talk to them about how we get it to 1,000, how we got to make it happen? So I walk into the room. I see all of these people turn around. I say, hi, my name's Josh. I just wanted to spend some time with you this morning and just have a quick chat about a few things. And all of a sudden they all turned around and they said, guys, I want to talk to you about how do we grow this business to 1,000 properties under management. And all of a sudden, this lady in the corner of the room turns around and looks me dead in the eye. And you can really tell that confrontational look as she almost slams that hand down on the table. And she says, we will not be growing to 1,000. You can go back out there and you can tell him that we can't even manage the 800 that we've got. Now in consulting, that's relatively confronting. So I've got to make the decision about what do I do at this point. Do I stay and fight the battle, or do I just agree and retreat? And so ultimately I said, okay, quick question. Has anyone ever been in a business that's been at 1,000 properties under management? No. Has anyone ever had a conversation about how we actually generate our leads? What really works in terms of our BDM function? No. Has anyone ever spoken about why it's such a critical function that we grow the recurring revenue side of our real estate practice? No. So I said, okay, great. I agree with you. Let's stay at the 800. And I left and I walked into the main room and I went to go and speak to the principal again. I said, hey, quick question. Who is the lady in the back corner with the bobbed hair? And he looks at me a little bit funnily. He says, why? I said, I just want to ask the question. Who is the lady in the back corner with the bobbed hair? He says, that lady in the back corner. I said, yeah. He goes, that's my wife. And that's when I realized that the most challenging thing in business is that we set people on this quest around where we're going to go and what it's going to look like. But we spend no time in doing the research, in getting the consulting, and getting the advice on what it's actually going to take to grow and get to that stage. And at every single different growth stage inside of your business, whether or not you're putting on one extra salesperson, growing to 5 salespeople, whether or not you're attacking new markets, growing another 200 properties under management, every single time that you go for growth, there's a different set of systems that are going to fail. There are going to be broken systems. There's going to be stuff that doesn't work. There are going to be people and mindsets that just ultimately won't allow you to go there. Now, it doesn't mean you've got to get rid of the people. It means you've got to take them on the journey and ultimately start to have the conversation. At what point does the next property manager come on? At what point does the next leasing manager come on? At what point do we have that next person in maintenance? At what point do we employ the next salesperson? And when people are clear about where the growth marks are, about where that next person starts inside of the business, they're prepared to push through to get us to that next base camp on Everest and ultimately our pursuit of achieving what it is that we came here to do. Your role as a business leader is to make sure every single person in your business is absolutely clear about what the mission is. They need to know what the sales numbers are. They need to know what the total number of properties are under management. I've worked in businesses where for 20 years they've been visionless, came into work in the business, and in under a few months, we got them clear about what their sales target was. We got them clear about what their property management growth target was. And when we started to speak about now that we've decided that this is where we're going to go, how are we actually going to go and do it, we then started to make some much better quality decisions around our training, around our recruitment, around our retention, about aligning the energy and the efforts so that we had everyone paddling in exactly the same direction. It's your job as the leader to make sure that you channel everyone to assist them in the pursuit of the Everest, most importantly, to help them with alignment.